feeling you? No. That nigga a munch. Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Bitch, on my body, I get what I want. Like, you thought I was feeling you? That nigga a munch. Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Bitch, on my body, I get what I want.
Ladies and gentlemen, what it do, YouTube? We have not everyone could be a content creator by Cameron. That is the sad but unfortunate truth. Not everyone is made out to be a content creator. Ow. Whether it's just the drive, determination, the motivation, just a whole bunch of different things. Some people just don't have it. All right, we're gonna get into all those. You know, later on. Anyways, not everyone can be a content creator.
I quit my job to do content full time.
If you can stay for just 1 second and hear me out, I'd appreciate it. As you guys know, I make a lot of Yap content, and most of my videos are me talking shit. But as of recently, I haven't really been locked in. And I came to the realization that I need to lock in. So I officially quit my job to pursue content full time for you guys.
And it's funny that there's a lot of people that do that, and they feel like, oh yeah, this is. Some people are lying, right? Some people are genuinely lying. They didn't really quit their job. It's just something that they say, which kudos to you. But some people do legitimately quit their job because, like, that one lady, uh, it's not your birthday, and then the son started tweaking out. She did something where she was, I don't know if she quit her job, but people let a little bit of fame blow it out of proportion. You got to be consistent with it, and not a lot of people have that mindset. It's very stupid and dumb. Like, if you do something good one time, that doesn't mean you're a professional. You have to continue doing it over and over and over. Like, you know what I mean? But can you even hear me properly? Is it? Okay, maybe you can. It feels so weird using my iPad.
The outpouring love and support that I get, and throughout this last year, the growth that we've all experienced together, made me realize that
if I
was
look this
doing the
way, I'm
wrong
looking
thing
at my
and putting my time towards the wrong things.
Don't worry about it.
So I'm officially saying this right now. I will be posting every single day for the rest of 2026. I'm gonna lock in so hard on this content shit. So if you guys could support me, bro, I would appreciate it.
This video was posted December 8th, 2025, and this person has not posted since May 29th, 2026.
See what I mean? Like, you claimed you quit your job, but then you never like locked in. It's the same thing with the IRL Miles Morales guy. He had the biggest I just seen a video about it. That's what we want to break it up. He had the big opportunity of being a part of Mafiathon 2 and Mafiathon 3, and he never took advantage of it. But then he's going to like DreamCon and he's making videos like, oh please, Kai Cenat, please let me in. You had the opportunity of a lifetime, nigga. You had the opportunity of a lifetime to go from someone who's on the corners and homeless and all that stuff, just being somebody else. You had the opportunity to take that because you keep saying, oh, I want to be me. I want to show people the real me. You had not one, but two opportunities. And those opportunities, it's not like, hey, the moment Kai gets off and you do your thing, sign up. No, people, maybe it'll stay for like a month, right? You have that hype and that crowd for like a month. And then after a month, it falls off if you're not consistent with it. But you have the opportunity to take it from this is a 1 month thing to a global thing. Like, look at motherfucking Yana. Yana was doing whatever she's doing on Twitch, and I think like her grandmother's place or whatever. She was living with someone, with a family member, playing off her PS4 with a PlayStation camera. She was, as Ludwig said, was delusional enough, because everyone that applies to the streaming university, you have to be delusional in order to be great. She was delusional enough to believe that she could make it in. She gets accepted. She goes there. She knocks it out the park by being herself. And she didn't just go home and like, wow, man, that was fun. Let me not do this streaming shit ever again. No, she locked the fuck in. She did what she got to do. She made the connections that need to be made. And now here she is. Now what is she? She's a professor this year. Right? She's a professor this year for Streaming University because she locked in with it. Cinna, the exact same thing. Cinna was a nobody, as everyone's talking. Senna was a nobody. She got whatever her big moment was. She got that, and she rode that momentum, and she kept on going and going and going, and she never looked back. But imagine if Senna or Yana or if any of the hundreds of people who went to Streaming University last year and the ones that went this year, they get their big moment, right? They get their clip farm moment from DDG, I'm Dante, Rakai, Kai, Lacey, this one, that one, whoever, and they don't do anything. And then you come, oh man, then you're just not made for it, bro. I'm not saying that you have to give up your life in order something, but you have to want it bad, right? You have to want it. You have to believe that you can get it. If you're like, it'd be nice to have it, you're never gonna feel like you have to put in the work to get it because you want it, but you don't really want it. Like you want it, but you don't really want it. But if you're delusional enough to believe that, hey, I can be like I'm Dante, I can be like Berlizzi, I can be like DDG and this one, that one, then maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But the fact that you have that mindset is gonna carry you a lot further than it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Anything is possible. But in order to take it from a possibility to a possible reality, because a possibility is but to manifest it, you have to put the work in. And not a lot of people do that. I myself am included in that. When the year first started and I was in a much better mood, I was like, yeah, 100 days out of the year, so 365 days out of this year, 100 of those I'm gonna be streaming. I don't know how many times I've streamed at this point, and I keep trying to do it, but there's always something, and I take breaks, and I'm like, okay, fine. If I'm taking these breaks, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna fill that gap with something else. That's the reason why I like, you know what? I gotta go and start once again. Like I said earlier, gotta start the little thing. I'm watching different people do their content. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I could vlog. There's nothing difficult about vlogging. It's a little awkward and stuff like that. But I have ideas. I wrote them all down. Sometimes I don't write. I'm like, ooh, this is a good idea. I need to go home and write that down. I have like one more I have to write down. And it's like, that's how you are. You have to be hungry, and I'm hungry for it. I'm not starving. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But I'm hungry enough. I'm like, hey, I want to do this. And I have different things I want to do as time goes on. I'm getting my PS3 currently fixed. These people have not hit me up nearly a month. I am really scared, by the way, about that. But um, I'm getting my PS3 fixed. Why? Because when the time comes and I get my own spot, which I don't know when that will be, but when it does happen, even if I'm just like right now, I'm talking to one person right now, right? Whether it's one person in here or earlier when it was five, or during the pandemic when it was 10, or maybe however many years from now, I'll have 20 people in here. Whatever the case, I want to be able to play things that you can't play right now. You can't go on your PlayStation and your PlayStation 3 and stream fucking Dragon Ball Battle of Gods because you just couldn't do that. So you had to have the laptop, you had to do the recording of it and do all the different things. I want to be able to do that in the future. So what did I do? I didn't say, hey, I'm gonna sit around on my ass and just wait to no, I'm gonna get the PS3 fixed now so that when the opportunity comes in the future, I already have it done. PS3 fixed. I already have a controller because my controller still works. The HDMI cord still works. The connect the charger, whatever the fuck, still works. The PS3 charger still works. Everything is good for me. All I need is just for them to fix it so that when I put the disc in it, that the game runs and Bob's your uncle. But let me get back into I've been talking a little too long. I apologize for that.
And before that video, this person hasn't posted since April. Yet this guy quit his job to become a quote-unquote full-time content creator, and he hasn't posted since. And that's not the only person that's done this. Here's
Multiple
another.
people do it.
POV, you quit your job to protect your peace and take YouTube full-time.
Never been impressed by nothing, okay? This right here, leave all this shit here. They got me fucked up. That's what they got me. Go ahead and leave all this right here. Get the fuck up out of here. I don't work here no more. It's my last fucking day. They got me all the way fucked up. Albertsons, y'all kiss my ass, my black ass, actually. Y'all see this store right here? They weak as fuck, okay? Weak as fuck. Ain't nobody shopping no damn Albertsons. Y'all want to be public so bad.
This was posted July 7th, 2024, and his most recent post on YouTube was December 19th, 2025. Meaning he
That's over a year. That's crazy.
He hasn't posted at all this year in 2026, and he hasn't made any money to be a full-time content creator, yet he left his job. Look, if your job isn't treating you right and you want to leave, be my guest. Like, I personally don't see anything wrong with that, but
I
the
don't
issue
either.
here is that these people are quitting their jobs for full-time content creation, and they're not even making enough to be full-time content creators. Hell, I don't even
Absolutely.
think they're making anything. And the craziest part is that they aren't creating any content / don't
Yep.
make enough content to be
Yep.
full-time, especially in today's economy. Now, one more.
Absolutely.
Here's another person that quit their job for content creation. I'm showing you guys so many of these because I want you guys to see that I'm not just making this stuff up. This isn't something that I'm just pulling out of my ass. This is becoming an actual problem within
Okay, I'm
society.
trying to
Everyone is
see how
trying
it
to be a content
sounds.
creator. Now, this video right
Sorry. Okay, perfect. Because there were times where I'm talking and the video's way too loud. I think one of my other videos I didn't upload it because of that reason, which sucked. And it was a good video too.
here is a girl who quit her quote-unquote toxic 9 to 5 to pursue content creation full-time. And I guess the catch is that if she doesn't do this within 6 months, she has to go back to her full-time job.
I quit my toxic 9 to 5 to become a full-time content creator in 6 months. The catch, if I fail, I have to go back to corporate America. It's time for a weekly recap of the first week. Let's start with YouTube, the hardest place to grow, in my personal opinion. I got 30.9 thousand views this week, and I got 113 new subscribers. That is crazy.
Okay.
That has never
That's
happened
not
before.
bad.
That's
Not
definitely
bad.
some good growth, but at
Absolutely.
the same time, this isn't enough to sustain, especially within a 6-month period. And also, when you look at her YouTube, she makes short form content, which doesn't pay that well compared to long form content. But this is only 11 out of 183 days, so let's keep on watching.
Nice to meet everybody. For Instagram, I got 105.2 thousand views, and I have 223 new followers.
That's also some really
It's not
good
bad.
growth for
That's
Instagram,
good
but
growth.
to my knowledge, Instagram doesn't pay that well. Crazy enough, they actually don't pay at all.
Nice to meet
Oh,
everybody.
never mind.
And on TikTok, I got 60,000 views and 316 new followers.
I would say the same thing for TikTok. That's good growth, but they again don't
That is good growth. You know, that's one thing you can't knock it for. You know, it is definitely good growth. It could have been a lot worse.
pay as well, and I'm not too
But it's
sure
good
if this
growth.
woman is within the creator fund. So I'd assume that she's not making any money from this, but let's keep on watching.
Gratitude cannot describe. Thank you all so much for supporting this journey. Thank you, Lord, for giving me the idea. Not sure if I should make this a weekly series. Do you guys want to see what happens? How we go up, how we go down, how we stay the same? And I am stressed, but happy. And that's all you can ask for.
Now, this was posted a few days ago, so I will say this woman has been pretty consistent. But what I find insane about this one specifically is that you're not even full-time, meaning you're not making any money. Who knows? She probably saved up a ton of money to try to do this challenge,
is
which
true,
would
that
make
is true.
sense. But if not, if she doesn't have any money saved up or anything, I just think this is dumb. I find it so insane that so many people out there are so quick to drop everything for something that's not even guaranteed. Now, granted, the economy is pretty bad right now. Tons of
terrible.
things are expensive, and it sucks that
Too
there's people
expensive.
out there with degrees that are still living check to check and even overworked. And seeing content creators online make abnormal amounts of money while also being in the comfort of their own homes is definitely
Oh my gosh. What was I gonna say? It had to do with streaming university because what he's talking about with people making a lot of money and it's like stuff like that. I've been seeing, funny enough, this year I haven't been seeing as much streamer university clips as I did last year. I don't know why that is. Like, I have to actively go out of my way to go and look up stream university. In terms of like the theatric stuff, like the thing with the girl throwing water on Rakai, and I just saw that Saucy Santana was kicked off because Saucy Santana was never invited, and Lizzo invited them despite knowing that no one that wasn't invited couldn't be there. You know, so aside from like small things like that, I haven't seen anything else. Um, like I was saying, funny enough, what I have been seeing a lot of is clips from Agents and Ludwig, right, with their courses on how to grow and stuff like that. I've been seeing a lot of their stuff. Uh, I think Valkyrie does another one as well like that, but what do I fucking know? Um, But it's so interesting. It's interesting, that they're doing that. I mean, he did it last year and stuff like that. But still, it's funny that that's the content that I'm getting compared to last year, where I was getting a lot more of the theatrics and less of the information. This year, I'm getting more of the information than the theatrics. I don't know why I found that funny.
very appealing, maybe even a little discouraging to those who spent many years working towards a degree or climbing the corporate ladder at a job and they're just still not satisfied. But I feel like there's so much more to content creation that a lot of people don't
Still
see.
within
Like
frame.
most content creators
Barely.
don't make anything for the first couple of
I am
years they
barely
create
within
content.
frame.
Just because Kai Cenat makes millions now doesn't mean that you can just get off your ass one day, upload a few videos, and you
Yeah, because a lot of people, myself included, think that content creation is easy. I've been doing content now for 6 years. I've been consistently inconsistent, as that's what I call it. During the pandemic, I had all the time in the world. 2021, I had all the time in the world. Came back when I would go to school, I come home. I'm getting home like what 3:30. So I'm like, okay, in 3 hours. I have 3 hours to eat, shower, brush my teeth, do whatever. Then I got to stream, and I would do that every day because I had nothing to do. I was a high school student. Then I went to college, and I would do the same thing. Then I got a job, and I would do the same thing. I would stream before work. If I opened the store, I would stream after work unless I had something else I was gonna do. Then I would do that. So it's like I was climbing up the ladder, but it's like I had what made me feel discouraged, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, it still stings a little now. Like when I'm like, damn, bro, I've been doing this for 6 fucking years, and the fact that Twitch, not recently, but recently, lowered the requirements in order to become like an affiliate. Uh, like I have friends. What I have one friend, and I think two other people at one point in time that had asked me like, "Hey, how do I get started with Twitch?" Blah blah blah, and then they surpassed me, and I'm like, "Yo, I've been doing this for X months." But it's also connections too, right? If you have a lot of people who are willing to sit down and watch your streams, or if you guys are already playing the game, hey man, playing the game. Hey, bro, I'm gonna stream. Just put it on your phone, let it play in the background. Bob's your uncle. Why? We're already playing the game. Boom. Now, instead of you having one person, you have two people in there, right? And then if you have multiple people, hey, everyone just turn it on. You could literally just mute because you're hearing me. Just mute it, throw it on your phone, your laptop, whatever the fuck. Now I got like 8 people watching me, or whatever the case may be, right? But I didn't think it would be easy to like grow up. I'm like, damn, bro, it's like what the fuck? Like these people are like surpassing me, and it fucked with me a bit. But it's like, what can you do, right? What can you do besides try, right? You just gotta keep trying and trying and trying, and just hope to do better. That's all you can do. Just hope to be better today than you were. So I hope to be better tomorrow than you were today, and even better than you were yesterday. All right. And that's the reason why, like, if I can't stream every single time because my brother's in the room, currently he's downstairs playing on his PlayStation. But it's like if he's in the room and he's sleeping or he's on the phone with his friend, I can't stream because I don't want to make noise or whatever the case. All right. I can go outside. I can grab my phone, grab my microphone and the adapter, head outside, and I could just talk. I could just, once again, grab from this duffel bag, this fucking lunch bag, shuffle it around. I picked one thing, all right? And what is that one thing I picked? We're gonna find out right now. Boom. Talk about what are my life goals for the next 5 years in terms of content and life. Easy. Boom. I can go sit down in the park and just talk. I don't have to go to the city, or I just go to the park, sit my phone down on a tripod or on a water bottle or whatever. Hey guys, it's me. I just want, I picked a random thing. This is what I want to talk about. So blah blah blah. And then boom, there's a video. Now I take a bits of that, post it on TikTok, blah blah. That's the other thing I don't do. I don't do clips. I need to start doing clips. There's a lot of games where I had a lot of clips I want to go for, and I don't do them. What I need to do as well, I need to go back and watch old videos and get clips from them. But I don't like watching my old videos because the audio from this just doesn't sound that great. But that's just me. I'm getting back to the video. We have a whole bunch of videos to watch, and we still got albums. But my Apple Music didn't want to fucking work, so I can't listen to them on Apple Music, and I'm really fucking pissed off about that.
And quit your job the next day and make
Sorry for
millions
the
in a
rant.
few months. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the chances of that are very slim. And if you really want something that sticks within content creation, what I've learned from creating for the many years I've been creating, you have to slowly build up that audience. I've been making videos seriously since I would say 2019. I started on TikTok when I was in high school, then transitioned over to YouTube, and I didn't make any
looks like my
real
friend.
money to go full-time until 2024. Since then, I've been full-time making content. And I will say, definitely within that span, there were definitely points where I would make a little bit of money from content and thought I could go full-time, thinking, oh, I just gotta grind harder, I just gotta lock in and boom, I'll be good. But ultimately I failed every time and I went back to working, which there's nothing wrong with that. I learned at the end of the day, but I just don't want more people to fall into this trap thinking that they can make videos and make a ton of money in the span of a few months, all because that's what they see online. A lot of people will see the top 1% of content creators and they'll see the glitz and glamour of that and think that they can achieve that in a few months when that's just not likely to happen. Yes, there's definitely outliers, but that's not always the case. They're outliers for a reason. And I'm not saying that you can't get up there, but I just think it's crazy that so many people are quitting their jobs and expecting to be at that top 1% within the span of months. And a majority of these people quit their jobs, then they're back at another one in a few months later, if they can even get one. We know how hard the job market is right now. It is very hard to get a job. So if you have a job and it's a good job, keep that job. Like, I personally just don't think that
I mean, just keep the job so long as your bills are getting paid. Obviously, unless like you're being treated like shit, or they're doing too much, or like not. Oh man, I feel underappreciated because insert stupid reason, but it's like a legitimate reason. All right, you can leave, right? Like at my other job before this one, I felt underappreciated because it's like I'm helping boost up our sales, but I'm not getting any like recognition for that. I'm not saying like praise me, but and then before that, the other job, I just felt burnt out and overworked. And like once again, I wasn't being appreciated. So I'm like, man, it is what it is. I didn't quit. I got fired. That's a whole different can of worms though, right? But it's like, you know?
blind faith and quitting your job because you feel like it is the move. Like, I genuinely just don't think it's the move. If you want to quit your job because they're treating you wrong and you have another lined up, by all means quit.
Absolutely,
no problem
do
with that. But quitting for content creation and you're not making any money to sustain it is just
that's
stupid. And ultimately, you're just going to stress yourself out even more because I feel like one of the key things in content creation is you have to genuinely enjoy it to keep on going.
Yes.
Because there's going to be so many low points. I remember my first couple years, like there were a lot of low points, but I enjoyed making videos. That's what kept me going. Regardless if I was making money or not, I enjoy making videos so I could stick it out. And then when I started making money, it's like not much changed because I've always enjoyed making videos. But
And then like the only thing that would change is like now it's like, hey, I went from doing what I love for free to getting paid to do what I love. So now I love it even more. If you genuinely did it for the love, it's whatever. Like when I started, it was just to like have fun, and then eventually, it became a negative thing, I would say at first. And then it was like, yo, like this is like something I want to do. Like, I want to be a content creator. I want to be a gamer, a reactor, whatever the case. I want to do that. Right. So then it becomes something that I love to do. And now, like I said, now I'm trying to expand on that because going from just only being able to play games because I had my PS4 or my PS5 to now I could just sit down, right? If I had food, I could just sit down. I could eat my food. I could watch a YouTube video, you know. I could listen to music that I already listen to but I can listen to it with others. I could post on social media, and I get other people to engage. And maybe the next time that I listen to music, or the next time that I spark up a stream, there's gonna be someone that's like, "Hey, I came from your TikTok video. Uh, I liked your opinion on this thing, or I liked your opinion on that thing. You got yourself a new follower. You got yourself a new subscriber. You got this. You got that." Right? I don't know where I was even going with it. It's just like I don't know. Where I was talking about when I first started. When I first started, what I was doing, all that whatnot. Um, but it's like now it's something that I do when I have the time, right? Before, whereas before I would force myself to do it, which is what made me feel unhappy with it. Now, when I have the time, I'll do it. Like I said, we're over 7.5 months into the year. I haven't been uploading as much as I would have liked because I've been taking multiple breaks because either, like I said, my brother, or I just didn't feel like it, or I just needed to just take a mental health day. Whereas before, I would force myself to do so because I believe like quantity was better than quality. Right now, my quality over quantity, right? If I only stream, let's say, 4 times a month for 3 months, but those other days, maybe I'm getting vlogs ready and prepared and stuff like that, I'm not gonna feel bad. But if I was doing nothing those other days, then I'd feel bad.
Whole factor that some people make videos
This is gonna be
now
a
is
long ass
because
video.
they see the money that's in it. But I feel like the money is a terrible motive because you're
Yep.
not going to make a lot of money when you first
Nope.
start out. But once again, this is becoming an actual problem in society.
And
I'm
you're not
seeing
even
more and more
guaranteed the money
people
too.
do this each and every day. Everyone wants to be a content creator, but the sad truth is that not everyone can be a content creator. A lot of these people are pursuing content creation for the wrong reasons. Most people don't even like the idea of actually creating content.
No, a lot of people don't. It like he said, it's a lot of people they want to do it for the money or for the connections and stuff like that because they see like, oh my gosh, I really love Nicki Minaj. Kai Cenat was just a kid from the Bronx. Now he's a multimillionaire and he got to meet Nicki Minaj. That's why I want to be a content because I want to meet celebrities. Okay, you could kind of make that work. If that's your only motivator, you're not gonna go far. You might go somewhere, but not far, right? But if you're like, hey, this is my channel where I want to like slowly work up the ladder and I want to meet celebrities, meet big people. And stuff. All right. The reason and what I'm getting at with that, where I'm like, that might work. Chris Van Fleet or Fleet, Chris Van Fleet, I think that's his name, CVB. He's a wrestling fan who was just interviewing wrestlers, and he climbed his way up to the point where now he's at press conferences and he's interviewed some of the biggest names of professional wrestling, but it's because he wanted to do it for fun. And it's like, oh my gosh, you saw Rob Van Dam is going to be in town. I'm going to see if I can get an interview with him. Even if you get 3 people to watch it, great. That don't matter to you because you got to meet Rob fucking Van Dam. And then you get to climb up higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And now the thing that you loved that was once just something you did for free as a hobby or whatever is now your job. It's put food on your plate, clothes on your back, a roof over your head, and just like taking you to places you never thought of, you know?
They just like the money that comes from content creation or the attention that comes, which we all know clout is one hell of a drug. Now, what
Yep.
inspired me to even make this video or even go on, I guess, this tangent is because a little bit ago, Kai Cenat announced Streamer University 2, which if you're
SU?
unfamiliar, it's essentially this interactive streamer creator boot camp and multi-day live event founded by Kai Cenat. And it simulates a traditional college experience to help aspiring and emerging content creators network, learn from established creators, and collaborate. And within this whole Streamer University, it's a mixture of up-and-coming content creators and already established content creators, you know? Last year, there were about 120 streamers picked out of the thousands that applied. And this year, he's basically doing it again. But there's even more people that are applying because they saw the event last year, and he's even doing these in-person applications. And while I do think this is a great event that Kai Cenat is doing, it's good because it's shedding light on streamers that some people may not even look their way, which is pretty cool. But the problem with it is that a lot of people think this is a golden ticket to become an established streamer, and they're dropping everything to
And it's just like I said earlier. There's a lot of people who get a small opportunity, get that one small golden opportunity, and then they just run with it forever because they don't feel like, oh, I should expand on that. No, I guarantee you, when Kai was doing his live stream with the IRL applications, I guarantee you, there's somebody who was maybe like me, with 100 and something followers, that went there, and someone's like, yo, he's really, really funny, ha, ha, ha. But because you didn't get selected into Streaming University, you gave up. I seen a clip of some girl's boyfriend breaking his monitor and getting all frustrated because he didn't get picked. Who said it? Dante said it. If you didn't get selected, you know what you could do? You could do what? DDG, Funny Mike, Dean and AB, Dean and AB, yeah, Dean and AB, and a bunch of other creators did, and you can just make diss tracks. You just make content centered around it, whether that is covering just the overall day one. Like, hey, this is day one. This is all that happened. Kai Cenat stole Lacey's scooter. Blah 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 blah. This is what's going on day two. We don't know the alumni list. People are speculating. Stay tuned for more news. Boom. Now, even though you were not selected for Streaming University, you're gonna get some sort of attention because you're talking about Streaming University and people to talk and know about Streaming University.
go all in. And the craziest part is that Kai didn't even accept these people. So not only are people quitting their jobs to go to Streamer University, they're not even guaranteed to go. They're quitting their jobs to go to the in-person applications, which if you go to these in-person applications, it's not even a full chance that you'll be able to speak to Kai Cenat. Essentially quitting.
Because there was a lot of people that were standing online and they didn't get to even go in because Kai stopped it because either it got too out of control or he just felt like, hey, you know, my time is up, I'm gonzo. So let's say I quit my job. Not quit my job. I didn't get to meet Kai, so I didn't get to even have an opportunity to be on his stream for someone to be like, hey, that King Ken guy, you know, I like his energy. I hope he gets selected. You look at the list, man, King Ken didn't get selected. Let me go and, you know, check his channel and see maybe he's live. When we see live, oh, he's live right now. Hey man, how do you feel about not getting selected? Man, fuck guys and that, blah 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 blah. Or hey man, it's all good. I'll just keep running. You know, there was an opportunity to be on the stream. The fact that one person saw me, liked my energy, or liked whatever about me, like, hey, I want to keep an eye on him for the next couple of weeks, and hopefully he gets selected. He didn't get selected. Let me go reach out to him. Blah 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 blah. Boom. But people, video first, Kenny. Video first.
Their jobs for no reason. Like this person right here, just quit my job and dropped everything to drive 10 plus hours to Streamer University. Wish me luck. Which, yes, I believe you should have faith in yourself. You should definitely follow your dreams. But this right here, I just think is dumb. Once again, it's not even guaranteed that you'll get into Streamer University if you go to these in-person applications. So this person quit their job without even knowing if they're going to get into there. Let's say this person goes to these live applications and they don't get selected. Now they have to go back home and they don't even have a job anymore. They're just, I guess, vibing now. It's very dumb, but that's not even the dumbest of it all. There is this woman who spent her rent money to book a hair appointment with a famous hairstylist, and she did this for Streamer University. And the kicker is that once again, she didn't even get selected because no one is getting accepted yet because Kai is still going through these applications.
I just took a risk and spent my rent money and booked an appointment with Erica.
He spent all right. Well, you know, that's her thing. That's all her.
I feel like getting my hair done by Erica Tay is an opportunity in itself. And I'm also trying to get accepted into Streaming University, so no risk, no reward. It's like manifestation. If I book now and I go get my hair done, University here I come.
Not only is this just extremely dumb, it's also
Right.
extremely irresponsible. The fact that you can't even pay your rent because you wanted to get your hair done by this famous hairstylist to go to Streamer University and you're not even selected to go, it's not even guaranteed that you're selected to go, it's just, it's so idiotic, beyond idiotic. Like, yes, when you want to chase your dreams, you have to take certain
I just
risks.
feel like
This isn't even a risk. This is just being dumb. There were definitely a lot of risks that I had to take when becoming a content creator. But the thing about these risks were they were never just dumb risks. Like, I just feel like this is a dumb risk. I haven't seen people saying that they're going to quit their jobs if they get into
Why
Streamer
can't I just
University.
move this thing?
Essentially
What the
saying
hell?
if they get selected, they're
Whatever.
quitting their job ASAP.
I just want to move all the music stuff because the music stuff gonna have in a different thingy where the thing is small and I'm the bigger person, but that's whatever.
Excuse me, Professor Sinet. Get me out of this Amazon. The minute I get that exception for that streamer, I'm running through this bitch yelling, I quit. I ain't gonna lie. Not me neither, though. I do tasks, I do music engineer, I rap, I sing, I vlog, I stream. I need to be consistent with what I'm doing. Get me the fuck out of here. I know y'all niggas want to see me yelling through this bitch. I'm joking. And I'm gonna come out with a couple iPhones. Cause I'm streaming you students watch. Let me get accepted. I'm bringing 3 people iPhones there. Straight from here though. Last day, straight from here.
Which, once again, I think this is pretty stupid. Just because you get in a Streamer U, that doesn't mean you'll be set in the streaming game.
Yep.
Hence why there's so many people that went to Streamer University last year, and they're pretty much in the same position this year that they were in last year, because it's not a guaranteed blow up. Just because you go here, that doesn't mean that your streaming career is gonna automatically go from 0 to 100, and now you live in a free.
Exactly, because people are not watching the small people; they're gonna be watching the big people. It's your job as a small content creator to make shit work with the bigger people, whether that's just by being friendly, being their friend, be like, hey, can we exchange Instagrams so I can, shoot some ideas your way, because we kind of do similar things, or you blah blah blah. You talk with other content creators within your genre circle, whatever the fucking word is, and you make shit work. But there was genuinely people who went there, and it's no shame to them. It could be the fact that maybe they don't like the rowdiness, or they're introverted, they're not an extrovert, all that different stuff. But there's people who genuinely went last year, vlog, okay, cool, they're in class. All right, guys, class is over. I'm gonna go to my room. And that was it. They didn't do shit else. And it's like, how are you expecting to blow up if we know nothing about you? You went to class, you took notes, you said goodbye, and that's it. You could have continued. You could have went from the moment you woke up all the way until it's time for you to go to bed. Now, let's say that's about, like, let me see with me. With me, what did I do yesterday? I woke up at 6:30. I got home at like 12:30. So 6:30 to 6:30 is 12 hours. 12:30, so math, almost 24 hours. Right, almost 24 hours outside the house. Imagine if you was just live that entire time. Lot more eyes on you, lot more viewers, lot more attention. People don't think like that though.
Penthouse and you're making millions. Like, that's just not how it works. And let's say you do quit your job because you got accepted. Once Streamer U ends, now you're out of a job and you're not where you thought you were gonna be. Like, I will say there definitely is a
And if Streamer U was all summer, maybe I'd understand that's 6 weeks. But that's 6 weeks you're not getting paid because Kai's not paying y'all niggas. And unless people are donating and you already have your donation thing set up, people ain't donating to you. Once again, that's 6 weeks, no pay. But that's 6 weeks of a bigger opportunity. But because if there's 6 weeks, people can get lazy. The fact that this year it's 5 days, last year was 3 days. So you have 2 extra days to make shit work. Tomorrow, Monday is the very last day. You have 5 days to go from a someone or a no one to, yo, that guy King Ken, funny as fuck, bro. I'ma follow him. Yo, that guy King Ken, man, fuck that nigga, bro. Every time he go live, I'm finna go tell him fuck you because he eliminated my favorite streamer. Boom. Now you making shit work. People ain't doing that though.
A healthy amount of delusion you have to be a content creator. But what I'm seeing right now is just a lot of people taking risk, and a lot of these risks have no reward, or a lot of people aren't like calculating these risks. And since we're talking about Streamer University, I feel like I gotta talk about this. I'm even seeing people with like huge responsibilities begging Kai to be in Streamer University. For the love of God, right?
Like who?
I'm not trying to be mean or kill anyone's dreams, but I saw a mother of 9 children begging Kai Cenat to be in Streamer University, and her kids were talking about they're hungry. These children are hungry, yet you want to get in a
I was wondering what he was talking about, but like a mother of bro. Yeah, you wouldn't even be a suggestion, bro. Like
Streamer
what?
University. You think this is the correct response for that? Play the clip.
Kai Cenat, do you want to know what I could bring to the table?
We want to eat. We want to eat. 1, 2, 3. We hungry. Bitch ass nigga.
Kai Cenat, they call me.
We're not just gonna skip past that. This woman instructed her child to call Kai Cenat a bitch ass, and she held all of her kids, told them to say that they're hungry to get into Streamer U. Ma'am, you know what? Let's just keep on watching.
Alo, and you know, kids, they just be saying anything. But people want to know, how do I do it with 9 kids? And honestly, I really don't know. But this will be an opportunity for them to see for themselves, because I just do it. And if you choose me to be a freshman at Streamer University, I will be that missing piece that you're looking for, because I will be that example that you can do whatever you want to do. All you have to do is just do it. Just do it. Doesn't matter if you have 9 kids, just do it. Okay, so this is my application into Streamer University as a freshman, and I hope that we can make things better when I see you, and I can bring something that can't be taught, so keep that in mind.
The top comment on this video says, apply here, Amazon Warehouse University. Look, I'm gonna be so real. There's nothing wrong with having dreams. There's nothing wrong with that.
I gotta go
me
raise that,
personally, I think
height
that
on
gets
this.
to a certain point in life where your responsibilities can be too big for your dreams. You kind of got to put your dreams on pause. You have 9 children, and you're focused on getting into Streamer University. Is this not crazy? This economy is horrific. It's terrible, right? But you have 9 children, and kids
9
are
kids is
definitely
crazy.
expensive, very expensive. And your
9 is
focus
crazy.
is Streamer U. Oh, but Cameron, if she gets into Streamer U, she'll blow up and have enough money to support all 9 of these children in this economy, and she'll be one of the top content creators in the world and live happily ever after. Why are you so mad at this? Yeah, we were in a fucking Disney movie, then of course, but we're not in a Disney movie. We're living in reality. If this woman were to go to Streamer U, she'd probably peak in viewership there, it'll fizzle out, then she's back to reality once she gets back home. The people who are gonna suffer the most in this are probably gonna be the kids. Like, the kids are saying they're starving, and your response is a Streamer University application. My nigga, we are in the end times. Like, am I tweaking? Do y'all like my earrings? Back then, if your kids were hungry, you'd most likely get a job or something along those lines, you know, sell drugs. I'm joking. Please don't do that. But no, I guess now begging Kai is better than that, apparently. Look, Kai Cenat is not your savior. Kai Cenat, please save us. And this man is in a lockdown drill. And you're playing Brawl Stars? Like, what is Kai Cenat supposed to do in this situation?
Yeah, what does that
Just
do?
come in like a superhero? Is he supposed to just drive a freaking Twitch Lambo through the school walls and take out the intruder or whatever? Now, I'm pretty sure this person is probably joking, but for the woman begging to be in Streamer University, for crying out loud, this woman has more kids than Kai has years of streaming, man. Focus on your kids,
Crazy.
ma'am. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I sound like an
Crazy.
asshole, but I feel like that needs to be said. Your responsibilities are way too big to be focused on Streamer University. Speaking on all
Absolutely.
these people,
It's
though,
just
that are quitting their
crazy.
jobs for content creation, I feel like this is the perfect time to bring up this story that happened back in 2021 that I'm pretty sure we all remember. There was this guy named Austin Wallace who had an $100,000 per year welding job, and he
Don't remember
quit
this
that
shit.
job to shoot his shot at Logan Paul to see if he could work for him. So what he did is he flew out to an event that Logan Paul was located at, and prior to this, he quit his job and flew there. And once he saw Logan Paul at this event, he pulled out his phone, asked Logan Paul if he could work for him, and Logan Paul turned him down. And he posted the video and ended up being the laughing stock of the internet for a few months because this dude had a good job and everything, but he quit it to try to work for Logan.
You had a job that paid you over 100,000 a year. Nigga, there's wrestlers that don't even make 100,000, bro. Nigga made $100,000. I wonder what he's doing now.
Logan Paul, and Logan Paul essentially just laughed in his face.
No, I didn't. I quit my job. No,
wait,
it's a story.
I'm interested.
It's a story. I quit my job legit 2 days ago. I came up here, took a risk. I'm originally from Ohio.
Did you sneak up here?
No, I didn't sneak in here. I didn't sneak. What do you mean sneak up?
Like on stage? Or you just like?
Yes, I did.
It's one of the sneak videos.
I'm sorry.
Did you print the ticket and stuff?
No, I just needed to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to your brother. I'm trying to talk about business. Trying to get a job. Like I want to do media. I've been trying to get.
What are you good at?
I was 70 dances. I did like
What's
that.
your TikTok
I did that video, you know, like going like that. Yeah, you know.
Oh, so you really got what it takes.
I don't.
Then why would I
need a
give you a
mentor.
job?
That's crazy to say. If you quit,
He's like, you got what it takes. You could have said, yeah. Nigga said, no, I don't. He's like, why would I give you a job? Gosh. Damn, 2021. Wow. Crazy.
your job and everything, and then you're over here saying, oh, you don't have what it takes, then what was the point of you even quitting your job? You don't even believe in yourself. Overall, this whole thing is dumb, but let's just keep on going.
I'm 22 years old. I'm just trying.
I bet. I can't be a mentor right now, right? In my life, I'm a fuck up myself. I need a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need
connections and you need people to be around you, right?
No, I didn't have connections and people around. I have Jake. That's it. Do you have a brother? Do you have people, friends?
I don't.
Friends? You got friends. You got amigos.
I don't.
You don't have friends?
I don't. I swear to God. I'm here by myself.
Where are you from?
I'm from Norwalk, Ohio.
You're a good-looking guy, bro. You have friends, bro. You're fucking lying. You have friends. go make content. Do stuff with your friends. I'm glad you quit your job. It takes balls to do that, bro. But like now you gotta act.
Try to make a step.
But I'm not the guy directly. Right?
You're the guy. You're the guy.
No, bro. My team is this. Relax. I'm not the guy. Like life isn't about handouts. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm
you
not trying to
work.
get a handout. I'm not trying to get
What
a
are you
handout.
trying to do?
I'm trying to work hard for a little money. No money. I don't know. I can get a job somewhere else. All I want to move to LA, and I want to be able to be part of that.
Look, I have to go. If you really are serious about it, bro, you should move to LA and just like you approached me, start making connections with every single person in LA. I'm serious. That's it. I've always said this. If you're charismatic and you can talk to someone, you can make it in LA.
Yes, sir.
That's my advice.
Now, as we can see from this video, this dude didn't end up working for Logan Paul. He did get a lot of followers on TikTok for this, but what he ultimately ended up doing was he went back to his welding job. He's a dad now, and he's getting married soon. And he still makes TikToks, but they're mainly about his wife and his life, bars. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Like, he's back at his job, he's doing his thing, and it seems like he's happy, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just think it was dumb for him to quit his job to go and try to work for Logan Paul without even it being guaranteed. Yes, you got to take some risk in life, but this was just a dumb risk. Like, and that's my problem with a lot of these people quitting their jobs for content creation. It's a dumb risk because they don't have any plan or anything. They're just quitting with faith, and that's all they have. And
nothing wrong with faith.
Nothing wrong with having faith in yourself, but it does get to a point where your faith can't be the only thing that leads you in this. Like, you need to have a plan and you need to have some results to actually quit your job for content creation. You're not going to make millions or even thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars within months. Like, it's something that you have to work towards, and it comes slowly. But in conclusion, look, believe in yourself, but just don't be dumb. Don't drop everything to pursue this dream, expecting to be rich in a few months. Like, if you want to pursue your dreams, cool,
you
do
play the
that,
Naruto
but
music,
this
bro.
is something that you have to do for years to see results.
That's
and don't
crazy.
even do content creation just for the money, because it takes a while for that money to actually come. Look, you got to be a little delusional while creating content, because it's something that a lot of people are probably going to shit on you for when you're first starting. Like, that's definitely happened to me. You just got to push through and work.
Ooh, ow, 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 ow. God damn it, son of a bitch. Fuck. There we go. All right. Okay.
And you're just gonna have to fit it in. If you have a job but you also want to make videos in your free time. Then when you got to go to work, make your money there so that you can still fund yourself, so that you can still live, pay rent, buy.
That's why I said, because I was thinking about. I'm like, when I started thinking about it, last year, I think. Yes, last year in March is when I posted my first vlog, and I was thinking about it for a long. Like I had wanted to do vlogs, but I was like, man, I don't know what to do, and that's the. I don't mean to keep doing it, but I don't keep doing it. The reason why I keep having to pulling up the lunchbox is that's all I did. Some of the stuff I do have to pay for. Other stuff I don't. Like the one I pulled out earlier, where it was like, yeah, make a video about what your goals are for the next 5 years. You could do it either about content, or you could do it about life, or you could do it about both, right? Um, what was I saying? The fact that like on my days off, no, sorry, when I first started, I was like, man, I want to do this for a lot longer, like a lot sooner is what I want to do. And I was thinking of all the different times for senior year when I had the opportunity and stuff like that. Like, man, when I got my money, I got my first, what was it? The check from college was like February. Well, how much was my microphone? Like 130? I had like 200 something. I probably could have bought it then. Who knows? Right? Anyways, the next time I got money was May for my birthday. So I'm like, man, if I was not saying I should have been more serious about it, but it's like if I was like, okay, this is something that like I'd like to do because I'm tired of like just doing video games all the time. I was okay. If I had bought it in May, I could have done a vlog for prom, a vlog for the senior trip, the vlog for the remainder of the trips, college, um, just day in my life and stuff like that. I had multiple opportunities. I didn't do them, right? But it's like if there's something you want to do, you will always find a way to do it. That's what I'm seeing it as. Like I said last year, when I did my first vlog, it's literally just me and my AirPod. That's it. I don't have good quality audio. Like now I have decently good quality audio. It all just depends on if I forget to take the muffler on or off. And I don't know any of the settings on my thing because I just left it as default, right? But now it's like I said, if there's something I want to do, I'll just go ahead and do it if I have the motivation to do it. But it's like you want to be like Dante didn't want to be just known as a music guy. So what did he do? He started playing video games. He started watching movies and doing this, and he slowly branched away from music. Now, when people think of Dante, the new fans, they're not gonna think, "Oh man, he's that music guy." The old fans will remember him as that, yeah, or know him as that, like, "Oh, he was a music guy." The new fans like, "Oh, he's the one that did the reaction to this, or he's the one that did the reaction. He's the reactor." You went from the music guy to the reactor to whatever else will be in the future. Berlizzi didn't want to be known as the angry guy or the sarcastically angry guy screaming at animated cartoons because he's more than that. So what did he do? He took the risk. He started playing video games and he vlogs every once in a while. It's really, 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 really rare for him to do vlogs. But like I remember when I was just watching, just to get an understanding of how like people do vlogs, how I go about it. Uh, I saw some of his vlogs of when he was going to college and stuff like that. And it's something that he wanted to do. He wanted to be different. He wanted to be unique. He wanted to stand out. He wanted to be in content creation. So he made time on his road trip to work, on his road trip to class, his road trip back from class, on his days he's hanging with his friends, on his days off. You know, this nigga, a Long Beach Griffey got into a fucking car accident and still made a skit because he loves doing content creation. And this man Griffey had his head niggas in stitches. But it's like, if you really love something, you'll always find a way to do it. Wow, this is a long ass video. I've been live for an hour, and this video was 22 minutes. Am I the new Dante? Yikes.
Like groceries.
I'm
And don't even
moving
quit
like
your job
nothing.
until your side
No.
hustle makes more than your main hustle. These people are quitting their jobs and they're not making
I got
anything off of
fuck.
content creation. I just find
Insane.
it so insane. But
Fuck.
yeah, that was like my little rant. I just wanted to talk about that. Not everyone needs to be a content creator. This is bad. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All that being said,
Oh my gosh, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? They just wanna have that I quit my job story so bad. Having 9 kids to be on stream and you with insane focus on your kids, bro. If you can't commit to a 9 to 5, you won't commit to content creation either. Debatable. I see where you're coming from though. All these folks have no personality, just begging. That's the other thing that you need to have a personality. If you don't have a personality, why the fuck would anybody watch? That's another thing. I didn't even think of that. Oh my gosh.
領域展開無料空所